The day I caught Evelyn, the block watch captain, snooping in my backyard with a hidden camera, I knew I'd stumbled into a hornet's nest. My daughter, Claire, a private investigator, was visiting, and her sharp eyes spotted the glint of a lens in the bushes. Evelyn's excuse was laughable, checking for suspicious activity. The real kicker? That camera was streaming to her husband, Victor, a shady guy with a smirk that could curdle milk. They thought they were untouchable, ruling our quiet suburban street like petty dictators. But they just picked a fight with the wrong family. My name's Dan, and I moved to Willow Creek for a fresh start after a messy divorce. I'd spent years as a journalist, exposing corruption, so I knew a bully when I saw one. Evelyn ran the block watch like a cult, her clipboard a weapon, her rules suffocating. No unapproved lawn ornaments, no cars parked curbside past dusk, no unsightly mailboxes. Victor, her enforcer, would skulk around, noting violations with glee. Most neighbors complied, too tired or scared to resist. I kept my head down, repainting my mailbox to match Evelyn's approved shade of taupe. But peace wasn't enough for her. She craved control. It started small. A $200 fine for my overgrown hedges, trimmed a day earlier. Then a warning for my porch light being too bright. I ignored them, thinking she'd move on. She didn't. One night, Claire found a tiny camera hidden in my fence, wired to record my backyard. "This isn't about hedges, Dad," Claire said, her voice low. "They're watching you." We checked the footage, Evelyn planting the camera at midnight, Victor hovering nearby. Claire's instincts kicked in. "They're building a case against you, or worse." My blood ran hot. This wasn't just nosy neighbors, it was an invasion. I wanted to storm their house, but Claire stopped me. "We need proof, not a scene. Let's play their game smarter." We started digging. Claire tapped her contacts, pulling property records and social media traces. Evelyn's block watch wasn't just a power trip, it was a front. She'd been funneling fines into a private account, and Victor's security consulting business was a shell, billing the neighborhood for fake patrols. Neighbors whispered about inflated repair bills, leaky roofs fixed by Victor's cousin, sidewalks repaved by his buddy, all at triple the market rate. Old Mrs. Jenkins, trembling, told me she'd paid $5,000 for a mandatory fence repair that never happened. The pattern was clear: extortion dressed as community service. Then it got personal. A note slipped under my door. "Read. Back off, or your sister pays." My sister, Laura, lived an hour away, oblivious to this mess. The threat lit a fuse in me. I'd exposed mob bosses. I wasn't about to bow to a suburban tyrant. Claire and I hatched a plan. The block watch's annual meeting was coming up, Evelyn's stage to flaunt her power. We'd turn it into her downfall. Claire hacked into their camera feed, illegal, sure, but so was their spying. We found hours of footage, neighbors' backyards, private moments, even kids playing. Evelyn was selling the data to a shady security firm linked to Victor. Worse, we uncovered Victor's past. His real name was Vincent Cole, a con man with a rap sheet for fraud and blackmail. Evelyn wasn't just a control freak. She was shielding a criminal. We had them. But I didn't just want arrests. I wanted their empire crushed in front of everyone they'd terrorized. We leaked snippets of the camera footage to neighbors, anonymously, with a note: "Meeting tonight. Demand the truth." The community center was packed, the air electric with whispers. Evelyn strutted in, Victor at her side, oblivious to the storm brewing. She droned about community safety, then singled me out, accusing me of disrupting harmony. I stood, voice steady. Harmony? Like spying on us with hidden cameras? I held up a printout of their feed, showing Mrs. Jenkins' backyard. Gasps rippled through the crowd. "We're funneling our fines to your husband's fake company." I tossed out bank records Claire had pulled, showing $300,000 siphoned over 3 years. The room exploded. Evelyn stammered, "Lies," but Victor lunged toward me, eyes wild. Claire stepped in, flashing her PI badge. "Vincent Cole, care to explain your fraud convictions?" His face drained of color. The crowd roared, demanding answers. Then the doors burst open. Cops, tipped off by Claire's police contact, stormed in with a warrant. They'd tracked Victor's car to a storage unit where he'd stashed a lockbox. Inside, stolen IDs, forged deeds, and a ledger detailing blackmail payouts from neighbors too scared to fight back. But the real bomb was a USB drive with a recorded confession, Victor bragging about framing a local business owner for arson to extort him years ago. The room went silent. Evelyn collapsed, sobbing, as Victor tried to bolt. I tackled him, my old instincts kicking in, pinning him until the cops cuffed him. Neighbors cheered, their fear replaced by fury. Evelyn, broken, was led away, her reign over. The aftermath was cathartic. The block watch dissolved, and an audit exposed $400,000 in stolen funds. Victor and Evelyn faced charges for fraud, blackmail, and conspiracy. The neighborhood came alive, bright lawn flamingos sprouted, kids played freely. Mrs. Jenkins, now interim block watch leader, declared all mailboxes could be any damn color you want. One evening, Claire, Laura, and I sat on my porch, my old Jeep gleaming in the driveway. "You crossed some lines, Dad," Claire said, grinning. "But it worked." I nodded. We'd blurred law and vengeance, but we'd freed Willow Creek. The peace I'd chased wasn't quiet, it was the kind you fight for, the kind you earn.